Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 amazing books that you should be reading during quarantine. Now, all of these books have been read by me, so I know what I'm going to be delivering to you today. Some of them are going to be inspiring, some of them are going to be full of thriller, mystery, crime, drama, and a lot of more topics. So without wasting much time, let's get started. Starting off with my favorite book, I'm going to be talking about 11 Hours, written by Paulina Simons. Now, this book talks about Diddy Woods, who is a 9 months pregnant woman. She is unaware of what she is going to encounter, and she just goes to the mall to have, to do a last minute shopping before her baby is born, and that's when she is abducted by this very strange young deranged man. And that's how within the span of 11 hours a lot of things happen to her, and her husband tries to track her down with the help of FBI. And then a big question mark is, why did that young man kidnap her in the first place? Because he never knew her, she never knew him. Then why did he kidnap her? So it's like a very interesting book. I really love the book. I did not know this book was just lying in my shelf, so I picked it up one day and I read it, and it was worth every minute of me reading it. Now, this book is completely a thriller. It has a lot of crime in it. Like, of course, there is crime, there is drama, there is mystery, and those are like my favorite genres. Like, I love reading books like that. So I'm really happy with this book, and I would recommend this to every single person out there. If you want to read a book, get hold of this, because this is my top 1 priority. If you want to buy anything from this video, if you want to read anything from this video, you should definitely try this out. Now, the second book has to be another favorite of mine, which is Calling Sehmat by Harinder Sikka. Now, this book also has a motion picture to it, which is called Razi. I think most of us have already watched this film Razi, and I feel it's an awesome film. It depicted well, and the book I feel is better because we get to read it. It's written in so clear, simple language. Now, it's based on a true story, and it begins with the union of Tej and Hidayat, on how they get married and they have their offspring Sehmat. Now, Sehmat has to render to her father's last wish, which turns her from an ordinary college-going girl to a deadly spy. She did all of this very bravely just for her Watan. So it's a very inspiring book. I feel everything is depicted so well, and she never even hesitated when it was such a deadly job of passing constant information from the Pakistani Navy force to India. So I really love this book. I feel this book was something that I had to buy after I saw the movie Razi. So I got it from Amazon. Moreover, I loved reading this book because it has immense amount of patriotic values in it, which I feel we adolescents need to have in us, because it's like the foundation in us. So we need to have it. Now, the third book that I have is called Lord of the Flies by William Golding. And my uncle, thank you Ashley uncle, because he very kindly gifted me this on my birthday, and I loved reading that book very much. This book, if you go to read it, it shows how in different phases how time flies and how different people react to different situations. Now, this speaks about an aeroplane which crashed on a remote island, and it had a bunch of British schoolboys in it. In the beginning, all of them try to avail freedom, but at last, when they have spent almost a lot of time in the island, they just seek for survival. I feel Nobel Prize winner William Golding did a really good job in trying to portray how different people react in different situations, and I feel this is also something that you should be reading during quarantine. This book also gives us a lot of knowledge on how we should be optimistic in life and just not look at the barriers or the pessimism we are surrounded with, but just be in a positive note and just live life to the fullest. As always, all the links will be mentioned in the description box below. If you get to buy it, then please do. The fourth book for today is the book called The Diary of a Young Girl by Annie Frank. I feel when I read this book, it was around 3 to 4 years back, and I really connected with Annie Frank, who wrote this awesome book because I was almost her age. It takes us back to the time during the Nazi occupation in Netherlands, where Annie Frank with her family were living in the secret annex and how they were spending their life. Annie documents this entire journey very systematically and very well. She writes this book in a very friendly note, as if she's writing to someone, but she writes it to herself with the note called Dear Kitty, which she actually is, actually talking to herself. I feel this book is a very revolutionary book because Annie always thought that why was it that the Jews were behaved with very differently and they were persecuted? Why weren't they behaved in the same manner like everyone else? Annie clearly in her diary portrays the unimaginable horror during the Holocaust. Not just that, this book, The Diary of a Young Girl, is a historic book. It is now kept in the museum. So we should definitely know and read about this. So if you are one of them who are loving this story, who have felt intrigued hearing this story, then please do give it a try, and I highly recommend this book to you. Now, the fifth book for today is the book The Wings of Fire by APJ Abdul Kalam. Now, in his autobiography, Kalam examines his early life, his fortitudes and his failures. It's basically a story of a simple boat owner's son and how he evolved himself into the missile man of India. This book is really inspiring, and it literally gives you an entire new vision towards life. It motivates you and makes you look at life at a different manner in an optimistic way. Please check this book out. You will not regret reading this. So yeah, this was it for today's video. Please tell me in the comments down below which book you really liked among the 5 books that I showed you and which one you might be reading next. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Meet you in another video. Till then, bye.